Kelly, Lewis, and Rick, and now joined by Tess for our Blitz Rock Rundown. How are you this morning?
I'm wonderful.
Wonderful.
Yeah, how you
She's
doing?
Wonderful. Do you guys agree? Do you think she's wonderful?
Yes. I came in this morning all bright-eyed and bushy-tailed. Showered last night. Didn't have to get ready this morning. Been up for a couple hours.
Oh, you didn't shower this morning?
Nope. Last night.
You're one of those.
Oh, don't even.
I'm kidding.
I do shower in the morning sometimes, but it's just easier to do it the night before.
It's so much easier.
My schedule now, I'm an afternoon showerer. Because I do this, and typically I will work out in the afternoon, so I will shower afterwards, and then I'm good for the rest of the night, and then I'll shower again this afternoon.
Yeah.
Unless it's like Saturday, because I was working on the vehicle. I showered like two or three times.
That's an excuse. That's a good excuse for that.
So you don't poop in the evenings?
What's that?
You don't poop in the evenings?
That is a personal question.
Why would you ask him that?
Yeah.
I have to shower after.
Oh.
Really?
Yeah.
That's what baby wipes are for.
Oh. Yeah, I don't use those. Ew, gross.
Or the fancy people that have a bidet.
I use a garden hose.
Can I get on a new show?
For the record, I didn't bring any of this up, by the way. This isn't me.
Leave it to me.
Tess brought the poop to the show.
Yeah. Oh, so what are your habits? When do you go? You a morning or an afternooner?
And then we have to talk about how you flush coming up. But first, we must have a Blitz Rock Rundown.
All right.
So I see we're going to talk about some bad omens here this morning.
Yep, and Poppy.
Yeah.
Bad Omens has a comic series out. It's called Concrete Jungle, and they just released the first song from the soundtrack. The song's called VAN. VAN stands for Violence Against Nature, and it's all Poppy on vocals. Oh, and Van is also the name of an AI character from the comic series. Check this out.
All right.
Everyone hates you.
All right.
The soundtrack's due out later on this year, and I posted a music video over at theblitz.com.
Okay, so what was it that was called? Say it again. The name of the concrete.
Concrete Jungle.
Okay. I just wondered, because she's got a song called Concrete. Poppy, it's bizarre. She's coming with Avenged Sevenfold in March to the Nationwide Arena. And I remember when I first saw her as this little computer girl on YouTube, and she's done some songs like this one. You may recognize it. We would never play it. So that was her. But then she became this metalhead, and that song Concrete. I just wondered if that had a tie-in to why they were doing this. But now it's her band is amazing. And then she goes to this.
Yeah, I feel like she's an acquired taste.
It's very different, but I always like unique things, but her band is incredible.
Yeah, see, I don't like this.
This part of it's so weird, but then she changes up. Hold on.
I like the breakdown.
Now here we go back to the other thing. And then it's like, what the heck?
I feel like for Avenged, in this moment would be a better
choice,
better pairing.
They may not have that choice.
No, I know that. But if you were looking for a female heavy rock act, I kind of feel like in this moment fits.
Yeah, but I don't think Maria would want to share the stage as a headliner. She wouldn't want to open for anyone.
But see, I think that's...
it's a Vince.
I was going to say, that's up for debate. I think it depends on who you're opening for. There's some people where, if you're touring with a certain level of band, you can be the headliner. But again, if my Nickelback tribute band, we would never make the Foo Fighters open for us. Dave, appreciate you guys going out with us. We'll close it down for you.
All right, let's talk about Corey Taylor.
We're going to talk about Corey. What's going on with Corey?
He's getting some backlash from fans after he canceled his solo headlining tour to focus on his mental and physical health. But then he announced he's going ahead with a short run of 4 shows in Asia in late March and early April. So fans over here are wondering if he was being truthful about his mental health. Because they're like, well, you're taking all this time off. Why are you going to, you're not going to do our shows, but you're going to do theirs. So he went on Instagram and made a video to try to clear things up.
The truth of the matter is I understand why so many of you are upset, and I'm just going to break it down for you. I, over the last year, have had a complete and utter breakdown. So I wanted to address this and just tell people that I needed time to reset and get straight. The reason I'm keeping the Southeast Asia run, it's literally 4 shows. It's literally a week. I'm going to see how I do with that and just take it day by day, basically. I'm working on self-care right now, getting the help that I need, and surrounding myself with my family. So I'm just doing the best for me right now, and it's a long road, and I don't know what's at the end of it, but I look forward to it. I have gratitude for it, and I hope you can show me some patience. Thank you.
He sounds so tired. He sounds so tired, like over it. I mean, I don't blame him, though. I mean, that gives him a couple months to keep getting the help that he needs and just kind of dip his toes back in with those shows in Southeast Asia.
So let me ask this question, and it's not meant to offend, because I do think that the mental health thing is more prominent than it ever has been, and it's more talked about than it ever has before. But do you think that in some cases, I'm not saying in this cases, but do you think that's being used as an excuse for certain things?
Absolutely. People are always going to take advantage if they can.
That's what I'm asking.
It's a real thing, but yes, there are people who absolutely will take advantage.
Because here's my outside looking in take on Corey Taylor, and this is taking nothing away from Corey Taylor. You have Slipknot, you have Stone Sour, and then you decided to go out and add a solo tour to that, which used to just consist of some acoustic shows here and there. Now you've done full-blown solo albums, and they don't have the impact that Stone Sour or Slipknot have. Does that have anything to do with that? That might be the mental thing because it's an ego kick, or it might be a financial thing because maybe those shows aren't selling everywhere, and that's also an ego kick, which goes back to the mental thing.
I see where you're coming from, but let's say it was you in the situation. Would you want people thinking that?
No, of course not.
know?
I know, but that's irrelevant. But, your question is
You're
valid.
irrelevant.
No, I'm saying that's not what he was asking, though. He's asking, would people do that? No, he's not saying Corey Taylor's
I think
doing
so,
it.
yes.
Yeah, absolutely.
So they've ruined it for everyone.
I'm not calling you irrelevant.
I know.
Let's poll the room for a second. All right. Of the Corey Taylor projects, show of hands if Corey Taylor's solo stuff is the first thing you want to pay to see.
No, I want Slipknot and Stone Sour.
Unfortunately, no. Yeah, same. I'm with you.
See what I mean? Again, Vince Neil's done a bunch of solo tours. Nobody's knocking down doors to catch Vince by himself.
No.
Touche.
Yep.
Touche. All right, let's talk about Hardy.
Wall to wall and still ain't sold out.
I love him.
I know, he's great.
We already know he's going out on his Quit tour this summer, and he's coming to River Bend in Cincinnati on July 25th. We dropped a new song called Quit, and it's about some jerk who left a napkin in his tip jar. He was struggling. It was like 2015. He was a struggling musician, and then he was out playing for tips, and one night, instead of a tip, a napkin that had the letters Quit on the napkin.
Really?
So then he made the song. I was going to have you play it, but there's no way. There's so many F-bombs in this song. It was one of those songs that sounds better with all the F-bombs in it. And he was just doing an interview and talked about the panic attacks, speaking of mental health, that he had last year because of that bus crash in 2022. And because of that, he's only playing about 30 shows and festivals from now until August. He said he was playing 80 to 90 shows a year.
I'm still going to play shows, but I'm just not going to play as many in the future, and it's going to be a little more systematic, I guess is what you call it. But I'm a home guy, and I've learned that I'm always going to play shows, and I love playing shows, but it got to a point where it was too much for me.
Sure.
Well, but he has the problem, too, of he's trying to have a country career and a rock career at the same time, and in a lot of cases, those are opposite sides of the spectrum. Not many people can pull that off, Jelly Roll being one, but not many people who can pull that off and get both audiences to come see you at once.
He would have
Kid
been
Rock.
perfect. He would have been perfect at Guy Fieri's festival.
Right. That's what I'm saying. Like Kid Rock, and
Yeah.
Jason Aldean when they're going on their tour, that will probably work. Nickelback and Brantley Gilbert worked last year.
Five Finger and Brantley.
Five Finger, but not everybody can do that.
Right.
That's tough.
Yep. And okay, so Jelly Roll and Hardy are both playing Bash on the Bay up in Put-in Bay, and it's mostly country,
Yeah,
but that's
sure.
cool that they're doing
Yeah.
back-to-back nights. So that show in Cincinnati again is on July 25th, and tickets for that are on sale now. And that was your Blitz Rock Rundown.
All right, so Tess.
Dollar in the jar.
Oh, I did it.
You did
Yep.
it.
Can I put a napkin in there?
It says quit saying so on it.